nature of the workplace in a public hospital or any hospital. So when we have referred to that, and we have said because of the hierarchical nature, doctors, including junior doctors, are susceptible to harassment, not just sexual harassment, but different kinds of harassment.
Yes, Your Lordship. Yeah.
So we have specifically referred to this. But now that you have mentioned it, in a course of our order, in a brief order today, we will add to that as well. No difficulty. Your point is perfectly well taken. So please,
My lord,
that
a
is
small point to supplement that,
say,
is that because
my
I
lord,
also
may I
come
just
from a
take a
family of
minute?
doctors, is that the counter to that, of course, is the fact that there are lots of peer-reviewed studies to say that continuity is important. Now, obviously, doctors can't be treated like this in light of that. So the committee should look into it and propose something
You
that
see, there is
has
another, I'll tell
adequate
you one thing.
safeguards.
I'll tell you one thing. We have got so many emails. I've been flooded with emails which I've been reading to the extent humanly possible. There's another viewpoint also that, look, if you have doctors only on duty for 8 hours, then the purpose is that the doctor must be able to see the evolution of the patient. So that patient is there overnight, then your duty hours may extend beyond 8 hours so that you see that what is the development in the case of the patient between the time you entered and the time you exited. But we are not going to make any comment on that. The committee will.
Your Lordship.
But for
Your
all
Lordship.
others,
Certainly,
One thing is
48 hours of duty or 36 hours of duty is a little too aggressive.
is not really human.
My
My lord,
lord,
may I say I'm representing the KG Car Medical Junior Resident Doctors. They are still RG Car. And my lord, they are
By
still.
the way, Brother Justice Rishikesh Roy pointed out to me in another CB yesterday that you kept on saying car is car. So I said, well, I
we are
apologize.
forgetting one crucial thing.
So, my lord,
Can I speak?
can I
We are
just?
forgetting one crucial thing. All doctors, my lord, which your lordships have constituted in the committee, they have passed through this very phase. They are aware of the problems.
So, my lord, I'm just saying that they are still terrorized. They are still in fear. They are saying our senior residents are back at work. We'll give it to the Registrar General in a sealed cover, the names of the people. There are about 70 junior residents and they are interns. And they are still feeling terrorized. They are threatened. They are actually being targeted
Geetal,
in the hospital.
But terrorized by whom? Because this is a serious thing. And the
Yes.
in the RG Kaur Medical Hospital, medical college,
is already there now.
what is their
But
grievance?
instead of, my lord, giving them here, let them be given to me. I'll ensure, my lord, CISF to do the needful. My lord.
Yes,
Be
but we have to have their names in sealed cover because those who've spoken up are feeling targeted already. And they have a
But
timeline
targeted-
of
but targeted-
videos they have taken.
Targeted by whom? Don't give us names, but targeted broadly
By
by
officials, my lords, by goons, I am for
By-
the 20,000 doctors
by-
in the, Kolkata, my lords.
But
And
your lordship sees the
some of,
report,
many of them work in
By-
RG Car.
possibly a hint of.
By members of the administration, by people who are in the hospital.
all right.
and
We'll take note of that.
Yes,
There is one submission, Your Lordship. There's a last submission, Your Lordship, I want to make. Can we have a compensation distress fund
That's been
for the victims and the deceased of the family created by the state so that when at the time of the crisis of this kind of situation, they can be also get a compensation system like what we have done in the Nirbhaya case, Your Lordship.
All right. Let's just see the status report for a moment. We'll just see the status.
With your lordship,
Just give us one moment.
with your lordship permission, may I just?
1 second. We'll have to
Lordship
put in.
permits us, then should we post on the filing, e-filing, the suggestions of the pointers that we have, because it is anonymity which the resident doctors and interns from different places they are requesting, because the direct impact is on them. And their mental state is terrible. There is also a survey report of National Medical Council which says that 28%.
Point taken.
Under-
There should be a portal where suggestions can be given to the
Yes.
committee, even anonymously, without disclosure of identity.
Yes, Your Lord.
Point well taken. Noted.
Lords, after the status report, could we have 1 minute on the SIT, my lords? We are representing 5 associations of doctors. And the difficulty is that there is an institutional compromise with regard to the financial regularities and the rate. Here's why. There were the same gentleman who was the head of Dr. Shondeep Ghosh, who was head of this RG Kaur Medical College. Also, for example, commissioned, asked for CCTV cameras for 14 lakhs to be rented. Now, had he bought those CCTV cameras, they would have been there. It would have been a deterrent, and there would have been better accountability. An SIT 2 days ago was, and I have the notification here, my lords. An SIT was set up by the West Bengal government. To look into these irregularities by the same person, and that only constitutes officials that are under the control of the West Bengal government.
But would your lordship consider having the status report?
Earlier form
It is so powerful that
is the earlier
In-
form.
That, my lords,
Why
he's
are
been
you
replied.
saying all this?
He's been
Lordship,
replied.
this-
Please.
In the nurse's case,
Please,
he was
please.
the IG.
Your lordships, my lord, consider the report first, my lord.
All right, we
That
just,
might, my
So,
lord.
my
give
lords,
a-
with regard to the SIT, just to
just one
close that
second,
loop.
let's see the report
Yes,
and then we will
let
come
the
back to you on the
report
SIT.
Yes, my lord.
We've also filed our report.
Everyone's
SP, Your Honor, I'm Dr. Rajiv Joshi calling from
Just one
Pune.
second, everybody can just hold their patience for 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through the two status reports.
The state's report was not called for, but they have, my lord, asked, your lordship's may, my lord, it's entirely your
It's been
lordship.
called for in the order. Why
It's
did my
been
learned
called
friend
for
say
in
that?
the Order.
I thought we had asked for the,
Yes, of course.
The order.
Page 10, my lord, raise please, my lord, is,
In
page
fact-
10 of yours.
In fact, my
mine.
lords,
my
I
lord,
might, if your lordship will give me a minute, my lords, I don't want to interfere.
We'll just quickly run through this, then come back to you in a moment so that we
Very,
go step by
very
step.
well.
10 para 7, Lord, before that, we have narrated the facts, etc., which broadly your lordships are aware, so I'm not, and I'm obviously not reading, my lord, your lordships may read from para 7. So date and time may kindly be, my lord, taken note of, my lord, eventually we have, this is very, very preliminary finding, but we have recorded some,
All right.
flagged some issues.
We just,
I'm ask if they have a spare copy.
It's only for the court.
of the accused.
Which report, I'm sorry,
The injury report, the medical examination report of the accused.
of the accused. My lord, our difficulty,
Actually, I think Asta had given it last time, but.
Yes, yes, we have the case diary.
Lord, we
It's part of
are,
the case diary.
Or,
we are not supplying, my lord, our difficulty.
Part of the
is-
case diary, Malad. They have it. It's part of the case diary.
Only a minute, Mr. Sibal, if you don't mind. My lord,
just flag it for us and then.
Sure,
my
sure.
lord, only one thing. I did not know, my lord, that there is some report, my lord, because our difficulty was we entered on the 5th day. And thereafter, my lord, before that, my lord, whatever was collected by the local police, my lord, we were given. And our investigation starts, my lord, that is itself a challenge by itself, my lord, because the scene of offense is altered. Everything is, my lord, even the,
So everything is videographed. Nothing is altered. Everything is videographed.
my lord,
No, Mr.
without
Singh,
knowing
the-
anything,
the
Mr.
Postmortem is videographed.
Yes,
Scene
rest
of-
is
the scene
not
of Crime is
videographed.
not videographed because the crime is.
The seizure
detected.
memo is there, Malad. Seizure memo is there.
9 o'clock, the crime is detected.
Seizure memo is there, Malad.
Not
Seizure
the
memo is
most
there.
shocking fact,
I-
I am
Malad-
not making this, Mr.
Malad,
Sibal is.
that is also
little
videographed.
combative mood.
Malad,
Lord,
Malad,
the most shocking fact, the FIR is registered after cremation at 11:45 night.
The
First,
investigation.
the parents are informed that she is